Hi Sag, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Sag, for your meditative session, you guys got the falcon. What's interesting is like right before I got this bird, I saw a jack-o'-lantern, and maybe Halloween is significant to you guys for some reason. But what I was really getting with the jack-o'-lantern wasn't the date, it was more of this card that I have where things are kind of flipped, right? So you see things. It's like you're looking at something and in 1 second it's normal, and then you look at it again and it's different the second glance that you take at it, and then you're confused. You're like, wait, which one is real? And that's kind of what I was getting with the jack-o'-lantern. It's like, when everything kind of it kind of reminds me, it's like everything had a veil over it, and then someone took the veil off. And what it's reminding me of, when people have like one night stands and they wake up and they look at the person they're next to and like, oh my God, like what the hell? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like, when you're drunk and you're drinking, you're having a good time, somebody looks like amazing to you, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're like, like what the hell happened? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It's like someone just like turned on the lights. It's like maybe in the club with the lights off, somebody was looking real good, and then you turn the lights on and you're like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? And this is like a very, very complicated thing, but I'm trying to make an analogy that like you can get what I'm trying to say, because I don't know if I'm saying it, in the best way. But yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like someone kind of turned the lights on and you were in Halloween town. You know what I'm saying? You were like, the spell was broken, and everything is now as what it is, as it should be, right? And it's confusing because it's like, where the fuck were you before where you didn't see this? But again, there was some sort of veil over it. So I don't feel, Sag, that this is something that you should be worried about. I think now it's either the time for a lot of you to leave that situation because the veil has kind of been lifted. The screen, the smoke, the lights have been turned on. That's kind of the vibe for some of you. And for others of you, you've done this a while ago, and now you can kind of pursue what it is that you truly want. What looks good in the light. I don't know why I keep getting this club scene, but yeah, it's actually not super funny. I just keep thinking of that club scene, right, where like the lights turn on, or you take somebody outside of the club and you're like, oh no. But yeah, with Falcon here, it says, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. And I guess that's what it is. It's for everybody who, everyone's on a different timeline. Everyone's, somewhere different in their lives. But for some of you, it's going to be the lights have just turned on and you're kind of realizing everything, and it's a little bit scary, and you kind of are wondering how you got into this mess. But don't worry about that. Worry about now kind of leaving it, right? Leaving the mess behind. And for others of you who have already left the mess behind, I think a lot of you guys are seeing things so clearly that, like, now that you know what you really want, you're kind of more set on the new things in life that you want to look forward to, or you're already busy creating that. Or maybe everyone's on a different timeline. Some people are going to be reaping the benefits of what they created already. Some people are just planting those seeds, and other people are like waking up to the to the nightmare, I want to say, and taking a look and looking around and realizing like that they're not where they need to be. So yeah, Sag, everyone's in a different timeline, but let's pull some cards. So Sag, I feel that this reading is someone who believes now in their dreams. It's someone who believes maybe in the things that are not seen, right? Believes in those fairy tales, you know what I mean? It's like the 3D, all the 3D has done and all that you have seen so far, and whatever fucked up situation you were in, right? It doesn't matter, like for everybody's gonna be different, but it's like whatever fucked upness you're leaving, whatever they turn the lights on for you, right? Like they turned on the lights for you and you're like, oh shit. I feel like a lot of you, it has to do with 3D BS, right? Which could be anything. It could be a job, it could be a work environment, but it's kind of realizing that it's that light turning on and you're being like, oh shit, right? So now it's like whatever you created in the past, you created something and you're like, who was I, or where was I, and what's going on that I am here at this point in my life right now? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, what has led me to this point? And I think there's a lot of clarity coming in with the fact that there is this responsibility that I think you take for yourself. You're like, oh, I'm gonna take that responsibility, but I'm not gonna like cry over this. I'm gonna fix the situation for myself, right? And I could be talking about a masculine energy because we have these two kings, the king of earth in reverse and the king of air in reverse, and then we have the emperor. So again, someone is becoming very clear, could be this masculine energy on, okay, like I kind of understand this, right? Like no, there's no weeping here, right? It's more of, I'm gonna take responsibility for where I am right now, you know what I mean, and where I am and why I'm here, and okay, like I might have done this, and I feel like you're not really gonna be phased, even though I feel the tower could phase a lot of people and the tower could kind of mess people up. The reason I don't think it's messing you up necessarily is because I think you subconsciously always knew. You subconsciously always knew something, right? So it's like, you know when you get that bad feeling in your stomach, or you just have that gut feeling about something, your intuition basically, right? It's kind of telling you something, but you ignored it. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what this king of air is. Like, you ignored your intuition, and that's how you got to the spot. And you know it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like when the lights turn on and everything is like clear, it's like everything, all your nightmares, like everything that you thought is there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, it's just you being right, your intuition was right the whole time, but you still went that way anyway. So now it's kind of like, you're not even sad about it though, because I think it affirms a lot of the things that you believed in the first place. You're like, okay, it's still affirming my, you know what I mean? I was right at the same time. I didn't follow that part of me. Do you know what I'm saying? And now I understand. Now I see clearly. Maybe you had to go that route so that you could like be 100% certain. Do you know what I'm saying? And some people are like that, and sometimes it is like that, but it's fine because you're not even sad about it. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not even phased. You're not even phased. And that's the good thing, because you're maybe this tower will take a little bit of time for some of you, but I feel like for the majority of you guys, you're already moving forward. You don't even care. You know what I mean? And it's about this energy of the sage. I've gotten this for someone else. But do you see like how he is in the darkness, but he has that light in his hand, right? You don't need anybody to tell you where you're going anymore, right? Maybe where you got led in the first place, you were at that club. I keep getting this club analogy, but wherever it was that you were like, oh, hell no. Wherever that was, you got led there by yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like you who led yourself there. So you're not like putting the blame on anybody else at the same time, like you're not, but you're just wondering why it was that you created what you created, or you went where you went. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, why did my body want this? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why did my head want this? Why did my heart want this? Why did I go that way? Like, it's just kind of like if the whole time my intuition was telling me something else. And I think it's interesting because I think you listening finally to your intuition, this masculine energy that I keep getting that keeps like fighting, it's like there's no more fighting the intuition. It's like the sage is out here and there's balance, right? The sage comes out and then there's balance. And the balance is that, yes, maybe logically, it's like everything that the 3D taught you to do, you went and you did. And then you led you here, right? Into this like fuckery. And then you had the tower. So it's like, everything that you were taught to do, you did, and it still led you the wrong way. Do you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, well, maybe what I was taught wasn't right. Maybe I have to look back and see, like, where is this confusion? Where is the mess up? And maybe it's getting a little bit disillusioned with like the 3D and like, you know, the bullshit world we live in, you know, at times where, you know, they tell you to go left and it's not even for the right reasons, so you have to end up going right yourself. But if you keep going left your entire life and keep going that way and keep going and making those like decisions, like they're making those decisions for you in a sense, like the programming that you have to already like be going in that direction. You know what I'm saying? It's like that programming led me to this the fuckery, the nightclub with everybody like being mad shady and shit. And it's like, maybe if I just follow my intuition and go my own way, I'll end up where I'm supposed to be, right? So that's kind of the deal. It's like the programming and the 3D led you to this BS place. And now it's like, okay, so if I did everything I was supposed to do technically, like, right, like everything everybody else wanted me to do and everything that I was supposed to do, and I'm here in this fuckery, then I have to do things differently to end up somewhere different. And that's why I feel like this Emperor is standing up. You know, it's like, I'm going to stand up for what it is I actually want. And I really like this because with the World and the Empress, right, it's like, it shows like the masculine energy once they are able, it's kind of them like embracing their feminine side. That's what I'm kind of getting. It's like embracing that feminine side puts them into this balance, right? And it could also be, you know, someone, once they're put into balance, they can understand you know, maybe someone else in their life, you know, maybe someone else in their life kind of was telling them the whole time some shit and they didn't see it, you know what I mean? Or they couldn't see it. Maybe this feminine energy is someone this person like looks up to. Whatever it is, it's like they're opening up to that feminine side. And I think that that feminine side is what's going to help them understand a divine feminine a lot better, right? Understand someone in their life that was kind of like telling them shit and they didn't understand when they were in this fuckery. And now that they're like back, now that they are sitting in Emperor energy, they're like, okay, now I understand this Empress a lot better. And with the World card, like everything just makes sense. And you know what I mean? It's like, okay, now I get everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in balance. There's this completion of like the balance between the feminine and the masculine energies in this person. And that's what's, it's like a balance, because it's like, oh, if I did everything logically, right, in the masculine energy and everything that I'm supposed to do, like, again, why am I not where I'm supposed to, why am I not where I want to be? And it's because you need that other aspect, the intuition, where you were feeling the whole time. I feel like this person's gut was like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you go somewhere with your friends and you're like, you get this bad vibe and you shouldn't be there, and then some shit happens in the club and you're like, why the fuck did I get here today? Like, I knew I shouldn't have been here. Like, why am I here? Do you know what I'm saying? And like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, you know, you already knew that this wasn't going to end well type vibe, but you just did it anyway. So yeah, that's what this Tower is. That's what this Tower is, and it's okay. It's okay, and you're not even mad about it. You're not even mad about it. That's what I love about the Sag. You're not even mad about it. Look what you have your eyes on. You're acting on an opportunity before. There's an opportunity before you, and they're telling you to commit to it. Whether it be like this person, whether it be to that, I think it's also to that side of you. Commit to that side of you. Commit to like respecting that side of you, right? Like you cannot function in this world without that side of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know how many messages and downloads you're probably getting that you're like not really able to kind of get? And now I feel like even with this Three of Cups, it's like, okay, now I can get those downloads. I'm getting that information. Do you know what I'm saying? That feminine side of me is open now, and I'm receiving a lot of information, right? And that's what I feel like these two cards are. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so what do I actually want? What are my dreams? What do I really want? Like, what is it? You know, like our entire lives we're told to do things that like we don't even probably want to do, or like that are not natural to us. It's like, what is natural to me? Like, what do I actually want to be doing? Who is it that I actually want to be with? Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why this Empress and Emperor are out, right? Because it's like, if you were doing everything that you wanted to really be doing, you would have been with this Empress already. If you were receiving the downloads that you should have been doing, do you know what I'm saying? These two would have already met, or they would have already been together and ended up together, because that's just the path that you're supposed to take, right? Like the universe aligns everything for you and you just go. But when you're not aligned, you end up in these shady places. You know what I'm saying? And even here, like, this is you. You understand that you're on your way. Like, you don't give a fuck. And I like that. It's like, you're not going to let this hold you down. Even this little like mistake, even this like programming, it's not going to hold you down. Like, it's not enough to hold you down. Yeah, I just see you not even caring. Like, I just see you like going out on your way. You're following your intuition out. You're following the, you know, path that's laid out for you, that maybe there is no real path. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there is no assigned there is no assigned like list of in this path that you're going down, right? And that might make you feel a little bit insecure, but that's not, I feel like it's not even making you feel insecure. I feel like if you fully embrace this energy of the unknown and just letting go, right? Just letting go, you're gonna, I mean, it already is an accomplishment and an achievement to be in this energy. But if you were to fully embrace this, you're never gonna have to struggle on this path again, right? Because your intuition, again, is just something you need. That feminine energy, that side of you, that like emotional side of you, that intuitive aspect, that, you know, priestess energy, like you need it. You know what I mean? Like you cannot go on without it. You will end up in the club every time, and some bad shit's gonna happen in the club every time. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, follow your intuition, like follow what your inner, like your higher self, everything like screams at you. And it's crazy to me that you're bouncing back so quickly. That's what feels so amazing. It's like you're just bouncing back so quickly. You're embracing this part of you so quickly. It feels like it was like on the brink of coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? It was like something that was just going to explode at some point. So I'm glad that you just decided to let go. It's easier to just let go than to try to hold on to this illusion, right, of control, because the illusion, the control and all that shit just led you here. So again, once it led you here and you realize that, you're like, okay, like I can let go of all that, because like, for what was the point? What was the purpose of it if it led me to there? You know what I mean? But I really like this energy because it shows a masculine energy, or this aspect of ourselves that we are, you know, we're okay with, but we're trying to like figure out the other side, right? And it's really important to have both sides, right? Because that's what truly like leads us into like balance, into alignment. And I think the biggest thing they want you to do is to have faith in whatever new thing you want to do. Whatever new thing that you want to do, like whatever you were programmed to do or told to do, it's like, no, what do you want to do now? You know what I mean? Like, where do you want to go? Who do you, like, again, this is kind of like a really exciting time for you, Sag, because they're telling you to go for it, right? And like, to have faith in your dreams, to have faith in what you're good at and like what you naturally feel like doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, have faith in yourself that you can accomplish things that, even though it might not even be created at this point in time, you know what I mean? Maybe you have a new idea, something that doesn't even exist. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many things that I feel like are going to come out of you, Sag. It's going to come from within, and it's something that you're going to create. To have faith, to have faith in that, right? To have faith in this. Have faith in whatever it is that you want to create, the life that you want to lead, the people that you want to surround yourself with. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in where this has led you. Have faith in that side of yourself that is like, that screams at you at times that you ignore. Like, that's the part of you that you should be getting to know really well right now, because it's only going to serve you, right, to do that. And I think that's what's so beautiful about this read. We have so many signs of completion because you choose to embrace this, and you're not fighting it anymore, and you're not scared of it. And if you really believe in this part of you and this aspect of yourself and the people that this part leads you to, you're gonna, like, your dreams will come true. Those miracles that you want, like those things that you wish to achieve, those things that you wish to create that you know you keep at the bottom of your mind and you think that could never be, those are the things that they want you to take a look at. You know what I mean? You're very powerful and you're very special, and there's no need to keep doing whatever the programming is telling you. Maybe you're meant to be somebody. We're all meant to be somebody like special. We all are special. But if you choose to really embrace this, I feel like it can lead you to places that you, again, it's like places you only dream of. Like, I kept getting dreams. Like, whatever your dream is, it's not even that far away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not even as far as you think it is. Like, it's not, because you're already sitting in this energy when you choose to embrace this. And then I feel like you already, like, there's someone already here. So it's just kind of like, you know, you have everything at your fingertips, right? Just choose to let go and embrace this. And I feel like everything that you really want to, there's something that you're meant to like achieve here. You know what I mean? There's something that you dream about, that it's like a fantasy to you, but it's actually very attainable once you open up to this side. You realize that things are not as hard as they seem. This programming makes everything seem so hard, but it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not as hard as it's that they want you to, like, you know, I don't know who they are, but they just want you to think that it's hard. It's not hard. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be hard. So yeah, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. Let me read it again. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. Whatever that thought was in your head when I said this, like that opportunity that you thought of right away, that's what you're meant to be doing. So, Sag, I really love this reading. I love you guys so much. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.